As we step into 2025, the political landscape continues to be dominated by unprecedented events. Donald Trump's legal battles have taken center stage, with the scarlet letter of fraud hanging over his head. The former president's certification challenges have exposed deep rifts in American democracy, while a new crisis unfolds at our borders. Let me break this down for you. Trump's legal woes have reached a critical point. The fraud verdict isn't just about money, it's about legacy. As his election certification moves forward, we're witnessing a stark divide between fact and fiction in American politics. The system that once seemed unshakable is now being tested like never before. Meanwhile, Russia's military posturing has escalated. After shooting down 8 U.S.-made missiles, they've issued what many consider their most direct threat to the West since the Cold War. But here's what's interesting. This comes as Putin faces internal resistance. Reports suggest a growing mutiny from key economic advisors as sanctions continue to bite and the Russian economy shows signs of serious strain. On the home front, a Social Security whistleblower has exposed a $9 billion oversight in overpayments to seniors. This isn't just about numbers, it's about every American taxpayer footing the bill for systematic failures. The revelation comes at a time when trust in government institutions is at a historic low. The weather isn't making things any easier. A wandering polar vortex has brought what experts are calling a potential disaster winter storm, forcing multiple states to issue stay-at-home orders. This environmental crisis is playing out against a backdrop of political tension, as Honduras threatens to expel U.S. military presence if Trump-era deportation policies return. In a symbolic gesture that's raised eyebrows, President Biden ordered flags to be flown at half-staff during Trump's inauguration ceremony. The move has sparked debate about the appropriate balance between political rivalry and national unity. Speaking of unity, Biden's recent Presidential Medal of Freedom ceremony brought together an unlikely trio: Hillary Clinton, Michael J. Fox, and Denzel Washington, in a moment that briefly transcended partisan politics. The January 6th aftermath continues to reverberate. 3 years later, we're still tracking the stories of rioters, Capitol Police, and the key players involved. The New Orleans attack investigation has opened new questions about domestic radicalization, while international tensions rise with Russia alleging a journalist's death by drone attack in occupied Ukraine. Perhaps most telling is a cultural shift happening beneath these headlines. Young Americans are increasingly turning away from alcohol, embracing mocktails and sober lifestyles. It's a reminder that while political storms rage, social changes continue to reshape our society in quieter but equally significant ways. As we navigate these turbulent times, the appointment of a new U.S. ethics czar to vet incoming Trump officials signals yet another chapter in our ongoing political saga. The Panama tanker Mulan's suspicious movements off Norway's coast add another layer of international intrigue to an already complex global situation. What we're witnessing isn't just a series of isolated events. It's a fundamental reshaping of American democracy, international relations, and social norms. The question isn't just about where we're heading, but who we'll be when we get there. These challenges demand more than partisan responses. They require a renewed commitment to truth, accountability, and collective wisdom.